Hello again, PH Digital here, and I wanted to do a battery life showdown with the phone I'm filming on, the OnePlus 6T, against the iPhone SE 2.0, also known as the iPhone SE 2020 or version 2. And yeah, let's take a look at the battery life and see which one lasts longer. And I think you're going to be surprised on how long that small battery lasted on the iPhone SE. Here we go. Shh. Oh wait, I have the other phone to show you. Here we go. Shh. So yesterday at 14:14, they were both at 100%. 23:19, iPhone 37, OnePlus 50%. And then I left them on all day. And then the iPhone just died at 10:21. OnePlus is still at 16%. I'm filming on it right now. So now if I try to turn this on, it says Express cards available. What does that even mean, Apple? That is so random. Express cards available. Weird. Well, let's charge this up. Use it again. So here it is right here, the iPhone SE. I've been charging it wirelessly. Has that nice sound. This is a 10-watt charger. Now I was surprised, it gets a little bit warm. Not like hot, but a lot warmer than when you're using this type of charger, which has a cooling fan built in. So right off the bat, unless you really have to charge it wirelessly, I would recommend charging it. Well, if you're traveling and you need the portability of a power brick like this one, then yeah, go ahead and use it, but I don't like it when devices get hot. The fans make a big difference. Okay, back to the test at hand. So we're just gonna take this off the charger for a little bit and go to screen time. Here we go, see all activity, and we can go to a different day. Yeah, you know, if you scroll up right there, we can go to yesterday. So yesterday we racked up quite a bit of screen time on this device, 10 hours. So that's pretty good. I'm impressed with that. And if we look at the stats, so here are my fancy stats using Notepad. So at 14:14, both the iPhone and the OnePlus were fully charged. And later that day, over hours and hours of use, iPhone was at 37%, OnePlus 50%. Went to bed, woke up, did some more phone usage, and at 10:21, the iPhone just shut off while I was on a conference call. So not quite 24 hours, but you saw the screen time. That's amazing screen time. And the OnePlus finally died about, let's see, that was at 10:21. So not quite an hour later. Now which one charges faster? Well, that's going to have to be the OnePlus. But it only charges faster at 0 to 50%. Overall, they both take about the same amount of time to charge when using the OEM cables and brick, especially if you're able to do fast charging through the iPhone. And when I say fast charging, I mean don't be using this old school 5-watt charger that Apple sends with the device. You're going to need a fast charging cable. A little charging test with a 12-watt USB charging adapter. Apple OEM with an Apple OEM cable. And yes, we're going to charge the Apple iPhone SE. And it just so happens I don't have one, but right here on this Hokanui charger, I do have a fast charging port, and it works with the Apple iPhone. So now we'll switch to the iPhone and I'll show you the stats on the OnePlus. The OnePlus. So pretty easy for this one. You just swipe down, go to battery life, and it does it since the last charge. Whereas on the iPhone, that's why I had to use screen time, because it goes through the last 24 hours. So last full charge was 22 hours ago. Screen usage, 6 hours and 14 minutes. Now keep in mind, for both phones, for both the iPhone SE 2020 and for the OnePlus 6T, I took them down until they just shut off. So I typically get around 4 hours of use and charge it around 20 or 30%. So pretty amazing. 6 hours and 14 minutes. And then we have the detailed usage chart of YouTube, Messenger, camera, Amazon. And what I did is I just chose some long videos. There's plenty of those on YouTube, and I just played them in the background while I was working. And I'd check it, the screen would turn off, quickly play another one. So to run these tests, it really only takes a few minutes of your day to quickly drain the battery. Draining the battery, yeah, that is the easy part. So there we have it. Now we'll look at the screen. So there are the stats again, and I was amazed that the iPhone kept up with the OnePlus when the OnePlus has a battery size that's twice as great. The one on the OnePlus is 3700, whereas the iPhone SE only has 1800. So you do the math, it's a little more than twice the size. And then as far as charging, it's not a really good comparison because the OnePlus doesn't have wireless charging, but we can compare fast charging head to head. They're neck and neck. I'll do a little bit of math and show you those stats in just a little bit. Did some more math. So again, yesterday, 9 hours and 59 minutes of screen time. That's just phenomenal. You can see all the stats from the iPhone SE. And then I did some more math. And I know I said that a lot, but I just want to let you know that I still know how to do math. I borrowed a 12-watt Apple OEM charger from my sister-in-law, and I'm pretty sure I read online that it'll accept an 18-watt, but with 12 watt, there's the stats, 1.8% per minute when I charged it at 15% to 42%, and it stayed that 1.8% all the way up. So it charged from 15% to 60% in just 25 minutes. That's really, really good. And then it trickles down, as you can see. Now, if we take a look at the OnePlus, so on average, the OnePlus is doing the dash charging at a rate of about 1.6% per minute. So that's 0.2%, not a lot, but that's enough. And instead of popping up on the screen, I just have it right there. So the OnePlus has a 3,700 milliamp battery size. It does dash charging at a rate of 1.6 per minute, and it does 50% in 30 minutes. And the Apple iPhone SE will do the same if you have a 12-watt charger. So that's the catch. So there you have it. This OnePlus device for only $400 is impressive. It's quite impressive. And yeah, I still can't believe how much battery life you get when the battery is that much smaller. So it lasted just about as long as a phone that has a bigger screen. It has more RAM, but it has a different processor. So even though Apple has less RAM, the AI, the software they use, appears to be more superior than Android. Oh man, I can't believe I said that. So there you go. I would like to compare the OnePlus 8 Pro against the Apple iPhone 11 Pro. That would be a fun battery test. More of like a head-to-head test. So there you have it. There's my gadget review about battery testing and how good the batteries can be with an Apple product. I guess you could say it's just more efficient. Yeah, Apple has more efficient battery life than Android, at least according to these two phones that I've tested. I really thought that it wasn't going to be even close, that the OnePlus was going to outlast this tiny little phone by hours, and that was not the case. What are your thoughts? Pithy comments are always welcome below. And this has been another gadget review by PH Digital. If you'd like to figure out the battery increase on your own, you just take the battery percent increase. So let's say your phone charges 50% battery in just, let's say it takes 40 minutes, divided by 40, 1.25%. So it charges at a rate of 1.25 battery percent points per minute. So there you go. And look at that. I can use the phone with one hand. What a novel idea. Thank you, Steve Jobs. Well, that's all I have for now. Thanks for watching. See you again real soon. That's it. Goodbye. As we discovered from beta code, the iPhone SE does also support express cards with power reserve to allow for authentication when your iPhone runs out of juice. That comes in handy when you're in transit and also for Apple's upcoming car key feature. So, in summary, express transit cards function with a power reserve set aside by Apple on the iPhone XS, iPhone XS Max, the iPhone XR, and now the newly released 2020 iPhone SE. Your phone's battery utilizes this power reserve for the transit cards. The best part is this: power reserve enables you to quickly pay for rides and is available up to 5 hours, even when your iPhone needs to be charged. Now, how can we test this 5-hour range? I will ask one of my friends in New York City to test it for me. Ergo, subscribe so you don't miss the video. And when I double clicked that power button, you saw that express cards available. So awesome feature on the 2020 iPhone SE. Great job, and thumbs up, Apple. That's it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.